games are starting to reach a critical portion of the schedule. And the golden flashes headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the UCF Knights offense will go on the attack first. They sure hope that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO'd. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they try the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but I've got to take his main threat away. Obviously a superstar out wide. Like, I've got to make somebody else beat me. Obviously a great QB wide receiver duo. I'm just not letting that wide receiver get me today.
There were serious revolutions on that third down pass, but it's incomplete.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Snapped on fourth down. They make the stop, but not before. He gets enough to convert on fourth down, and rolling the dice pays off. The Knights with the 1st and 10. Sells the run, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Second and long here. Looking to throw again. Quickly to the tight end. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. The Knights have this offense rolling. Fresh set of downs going up top. Pulls it in, it's Huffman. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. The Knights can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Out of the gun, looking to throw. He uncorks a bullet to the right. Hits the open man. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Going for 6. Touchdown, UCF! The first points of the day.
This head coach wanted to come into this game aggressive, guys, and he did it in a couple different ways. On that first drive, nice mixture of throwing and running offensively, but how big was that gamble on fourth down? They got it, kept the drive alive, they end up scoring a touchdown, so it paid off. You can't start a game better than that.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So Kent State's offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3. 3rd and long right here. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The Golden Flashes will call on their punt team. Makes a move. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Breaks into the open. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Rushes on. Unloads in the nick of time.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Making the adjustment on the play. Burrowing for yardage. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. So they picked up that last first down on the ground, now with a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Throws to the wideout. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Shoots it to the left. Good coverage to knock that pass away.
Well, the offense is trying to get aggressive, and they're trying to hit the corner route, but just better coverage on the back end by the defense, knocking that one away.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Snags it. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. The Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Drops back on first down. Under pressure. Got it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The Knights, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Tough run here. It's Simon. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Knights!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Golden Flashes offense ready to get this drive started. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Looking for running room. Stopped right there. And the Golden Flashes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down to the air. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Here comes the heat. He lofts one down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Golden Flashes will line up to punt it away. That first punt was a beauty. They'd take another one just like it. Makes the catch at the 35. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Touchdown, UCF! Stealing a score on special teams. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick, you could play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on them. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. So they'll try to get it going in the right direction this time, 2nd and long from the 19. Looking to throw, and they need a bunch. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. And the Golden Flashes will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. He's going to get loose. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Quarterback changing the play.
Booster. Let it go.
Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. And the pass falls incomplete, and we are through 1 quarter. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. He'll set up to throw. Out wide left, it's Charles. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Don't always have to get rid of it quickly if you have that type of protection and enough time for a receiver to run that slow-developing route.
No doubt. He comes across the field. There's going to be a time where he's going to be open. Nice job by the QB seeing it, delivering the strike with the great protection.
Wide open downfield. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
Here we go.
On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. He's looking to throw. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown Knights! Put 6 on the board. And the extra point makes it 28-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. The returner will field it and bring it back. Oh my goodness, he's still moving. And the returner will be brought down. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. Trying to establish the run. Not much there. He gets 1 to the 11. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the 1st half.
They'll leave it with the lone back. They stop him after a short game. Probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. The Golden Flashes decide to punt it away. Really needed to get some distance on that punt from this spot on the field, and he did. Slips through the line. Can they catch him? Touchdown, UCF! The hidden yardage, the big plays, special teams coming through.
Hey, kick it to him at your own will, man, because that dude has a jetpack. He can absolutely fly. You see why they got him back deep, man. Catch it, let people kind of get an angle on him, and he just goes soof and takes off, erases angles. His speed back there as a punt returner, man, is it dangerous.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So here comes Kent State's offense, ready to get this drive underway. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the golden flashes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Knights! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
The #1 job in defending a quarterback is making him feel uncomfortable, physically hitting him. Nice job by the defense with the pressure. The hit on the quarterback forces the INT. And then Oski, as soon as you catch that thing, everybody start blocking, get to the near sideline, take that thing back to the house.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Golden Flash's offense ready to get this drive started. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick-6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick-6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Turning it on! They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. And that ball is live in the backfield. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Fresh set of downs going up top. He's going for a big play downfield. He's got it on the outside. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. They've got him wobbling after that big play now to pay it off on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Hits inside. It's Charles. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Changing the routes with his receivers. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Got to make the play on 4th. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, UCF! 3rd touchdown of the game, a 3rd of his season total. He now has 9 on the year. And he tacks on the extra point. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets two. He's down at the 21. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Keeps it on the bootleg. Lucky to get it off.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better.
He's looking deep. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The Golden Flashes send out the punt unit. On the return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. Holly, what do you have?
Hey guys, here on the Knights sideline, players are really starting to feel this momentum. They've got a big lead here in this game, and they were expected to be just where they are. Guys are talking to each other. Keep eating, keep eating. I know they want to finish this game off strong, but with a big lead, they're starting to have a little fun down here on the sideline. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Long way to go on 2nd down. From the gun. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Drops back on 1st down. Working that left side now. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Golden Flashes want to move quickly.
You never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game, but considering what the scoreboard is saying, they absolutely had to have that play for them to stay in this football game. And sometimes it just takes one great throw and one great catch to wake you up. They need to score a touchdown on this drive. They need to score another touchdown on their next drive, but maybe that's the play that turns things around for them.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He's past the sticks. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there. They'll run it. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Grabbed behind the line. It's Stevens. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play. The Knights going to go ahead and call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Absolutely perfect. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. With an update on that, let's check in with Holly.
Here on the UCF sideline, players are really starting to feel this momentum. They've got a big lead here in this game, and they were expected to be just where they are. Guys are talking to each other. Keep eating, keep eating. I know they want to finish this game off strong, but with a big lead, they're starting to have a little fun down here on the sideline. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Big play like that to open a drive just builds the confidence. Now 1st down from the 46. Sells the run, looking to pass. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. With that penalty, the offense is backed up, still second down. Making the adjustment. Second down, gonna throw it. Left side is Hoffman. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Third down coming, but we'll have to wait just a second. Offense wants to think things over. They call a timeout. Hit as he throws. A strike downfield. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. Fresh set of downs going up top. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag beside the quarterback, and this might be a roughing call. I bet it felt good to hit that quarterback late until you got an earful from the coach and cost your defense 15. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. From the red zone, looking for a space. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. And the penalty will be accepted. The offense says, thank you very much. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. Let's lead things off with Houston taking on the Michigan State Spartans. And it's the Cougars coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. This coach knows the importance of that win. It gets into 2-2 on the year after a nice road victory.
The Knights will kick it off to start the second half. Looking for blockers. He's out of bounds at his own 15-yard line, looking for running room, and couldn't find much on that return. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you've got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
Need 10 yards on this third down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. Johnson wants to throw it. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The Golden Flashes will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He's got great speed. Oh, he got loose. Touchdown, Knights! Special teams proving to be special.
And this team is dominating this game on offense, on defense, and on special teams. They're piling on here this time with a phenomenal punt return. Oftentimes on these returns, you got to make one guy miss, and then you just let your athleticism take over. That's exactly what happened. Total domination by this team in this game.
On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. So here comes Kent State's offense, ready to get this drive underway. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Just gets rid of that one.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Slings it downfield. Finds a man in the middle. A little more space, opening up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Harris. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Out wide left, it's Kelly. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. And the golden flashes are flying down the field. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Johnson looking to throw. Good timing on the quick out. At the 40, there he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The golden flashes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. After that 5-yard loss, some work to do now to keep this drive humming at 2nd and 15. The throw on 2nd down, and they need a lot. Dumps it off in the flats. Runs through a man, and he might have space. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on... Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. And the golden flashes will send out the punt unit. And they'll just try to kick it out of bounds to make sure that thing doesn't get run back. Holly, what update do you have on that?
Here on the UCF sideline, players are really starting to feel this momentum. They've got a big lead here in this game, and they were expected to be just where they are. Guys are talking to each other. Keep eating, keep eating. I know they want to finish this game off strong, but with a big lead, they're starting to have a little fun down here on the sideline. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Got a little space. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down. The Knights come to the line with a new set of downs.
Ready? Wide 53. Wide 53. Ready, go!
Takes a handoff. It's Simon. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Serious arm strength on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the fourth down to keep the drive going. The Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Keeps it himself. Now the pitch. Runs through the tackle. And he's knocked down, but not before he picks up enough for the first down.
And I feel sorry for this defense. Like, they're having to defend the entire field. QB's already shown he can beat you with his arm. Now, with his legs and his decision-making, getting the ball to the pitch man, he's shown a variety. In this defense, they're having to defend the whole entire field.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Running behind that left side. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
No doubt, offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. They got to start showing some new wrinkles here in the second half.
Needs it here on fourth down. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it, everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
And he was able to work his way for just a few, and that will do it for the third quarter. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Quick give. It's Harris. Nowhere to go. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Johnson wants to throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got an open man. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22. Last completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. It's dropped after taking the hit.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field.
And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. The Golden Flashes will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Knights start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
They're down to the 25 on 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Flip it out to the back on the screen. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, UCF! A great catch and run for 6. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
The Golden Flashes offense ready to get this drive started. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3. And the golden flashes. Now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They give it back to him. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. Backing up and backing up on the first two plays. Now to try to throw it in drive on third down. Johnson looking to throw. Left side is long. He stopped at the 15. Not enough for the first down, and you'd think we'd see the punt team. The golden flashes will punt it away on fourth down. He'll try to really get into this one. Nestles it in at the 35. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Simon. Pass to 6. Oh, he's got some space. He's up. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And with that TD, this team looking to go 4-0. Just how you want to start a season, man. They've done an unbelievable job answering all the questions, starting off the year just how you want to. Now, keep it going. Keep that momentum. Don't relax. What a start to the season.
And he'll bring it back. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Makes the grab. It's long. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. And after that last one, perhaps the emphasis should be on forward pass on second down. Got his man. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Chance to build a little momentum here by converting this third down from deep in your own territory. Throws it off the RPO. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Knights going to go ahead and call their first timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on fourth down. Fields the punt. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress.
Oh, look out on the right. The 20. He's at the... And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
Swings it out to the flat. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better.